Welcome back to the channel. It's a chilly day out here. We had about 38 degrees this morning. I can see my breath and my coffee steaming here, so I wanted to come out and check on our greenhouse setup. Compost is sitting about 110. We've been sapping all the heat from our compost pile and transferring it into the floor of our greenhouse and into the airspace. The solar panel for our fan is not in the sun yet, but our water is running, and it runs on a little timer here. It will cycle for about 15 minutes of every hour in order to transfer all of the heat to the floor of this greenhouse. We have all of these tomato sprouts and tomatillo sprouts. These tomatoes got buried. You can see where all of those little tomatoes just sprouted up. We will not get tomato sprouting unless the temperatures are warm enough in here. We get good passive temperatures soaking into our bricks and soil when it's a nice sunny day, but it's been cloudy for about a week here. So we have all of these lettuce, we've got some spinach coming up, and we've got a bunch of watermelon radishes, a bunch of cool stuff. We got some corn salad planted also. And all of these plants are popping up very quickly for us. Some that we planted and some that we didn't plant, like our tomatoes. And those require warm soil temperatures in order to be able to sprout and survive. These have survived 20 degrees at nighttime outside the greenhouse, but we've been transferring all that heat into our greenhouse and allowing all of these sprouts to come up quickly and not die from those temperatures overnight. And these little trays we have, we fill with water so we don't lose moisture on all of these seedlings, because we do not want them to dry out. So when I do not have a flat to put them in, I'll put a little bit of water in a container underneath. That way the rising moisture will soak in, the roots will be drawn down to the water, also making healthier root systems. I plan on transplanting all of these down to our 520 square foot greenhouse, and we're going to transplant a few into here, but we sowed a ton of lettuces, transplanted some tatsoi. All of this is nice warm soil. Everything is surviving in here because of the system we created that run in congruency with each other. So that fan will heat up this airspace all day long, holding a lot of heat in here because it's pretty well airtight. And our water heats the floor all day with the passive heat from the sun. We get good temperatures and we hold good temperatures all night. And we haven't even got our heat sink on our northern wall yet. We plan on insulating and putting a heat sink in before the winter sets in here. I was just kind of excited to bring this update. It's been over a week since we started this compost pile and planted all these plants, and you can see that we are just popping with life in here, and we should be able to get pretty good harvests pretty soon. I just wanted to share what it was like to have this compost heated greenhouse on a cold morning. I can see my breath, but it's over 50 degrees in this greenhouse right now, just from soaking heat from the compost pile through our tube without even having our fan running right now. I can feel the heat coming from that when I stick my hand in there. So the tube and fan system also act as just a passive drawing source of heat also, because it will naturally flow the cold air in as it's drawing the hot air out the top. I want to thank everybody for watching. Don't forget to drop your comments in the section below and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already.